Yeah, that's it. So we say goodbye to Wilpena Pound. Now, Dennis is going to give us a rendition of Oh What a Beautiful Morning. So there we were passing the mic. You ready for that, Dennis?
It's right down the back. He's probably now under the seat.
There it is. Oh, come on, girls. Yeah. As long as they don't go into the wheels on the bus go round and round. Alright, so some of you may be a bit disappointed this morning where it said we're going to the Great Wall of China. We're not actually going to China. I haven't been that far up north, so we're going to find our way together. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They use the Telstra network.
It's come through.
Oh, it came through now, yeah.
It's come through.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you that. I just didn't like the I wonder this onion means.
Yeah, mine won't pick. On the other one you can't hardly see the hills.
That would be it, yeah. Right, so that must have been Glenman back here because this is we're going to park near the Memorial Hall, but look how busy this town is.
Did you see it? It's popular.
So we're going to have to we're definitely North Glenbrook area.
Trip. Yeah, we've got our own version of Tom Dog available in the fruit cafe there too, but I'm afraid she doesn't do bus loads. She cooks all right. From my house on the hill there, I can see the lights go on at 5 a.m. She's out there for all the pastries and stuff. Well, Blimmen's here because of a copper mine. Moonta was a copper mine. Kapunda was a copper mine. So all these mines in early South Australian history were part of the income of the state, money. We're coming up to the cemetery on the right. And in 1859, Pegleg Blimmen, an officer of the guard in, probably pull right as you go here. Yep, and the copper mine was discovered by a shepherd looking after a mob of sheep. The only industry back in 1860, and he picked up a lump of rock and found it was really heavy and black, and that was the copper discovery they found. And that town developed. The company bought all the licences up around town, and they sent all the workers to live down what we call Blimmen, South Blimmen. So we've got two Blimmens, north and south. South was where there's all tents, temporary accommodation. There's bugger all left there now. A couple of stone houses, a couple of pagan pines, but the idea in those years was that it was a very temporary sort of thing. Mine operated between droughts, 30 years at a time. Companies folded because of lack of water, to concentrate the water, feed the bullock wagons on their way down to Port Augusta. But here are the cemeteries. There's a placard with a list of names of people who were buried here but not registered. So they've traced them. So if you've got a bit of a family history to look after, you can go around and have a look at all the headstones for about 10, 15 minutes. We'll give you a toot on the horn to come back. Alright, you can ask me any sorts of questions as we're walking around, and I can fill in some gaps that you might want to know about. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Apparently this is a Cornish style of cemetery marker. You know, a ground with a fence around it is more English. It's a way that they thought that dead should be on. Here we are, here's mine. Feet.
Yes.
But they were shop kids here. I didn't get the extended family to help, but the girls nailed the canvas.
Yes.
And the taro things on the kitchen table, they were spread out by the so I rival with the, whenever they put on the load. This was freshly juice.
Don't look too hard.
Yeah.
Oh no, like it's fine. You go on a hunt.
Family Bible. Right, it's like this with, you know, pitching up.
They never had citrus.
So how did they know what was sort of big? Wow.
Yeah.
And they really took a lot of time on the Probus Sa Trip.
Oh, was that on the car? No, the one that's dark, that was on our track when we went.
Okay, oh yeah, okay.
Up to the
There's a story about why there's 4 wedding photos
Yes.
there. The old girl, their mum, or the 4 girls,
Yes.
said, I've got £400, I'll leave it for you guys when I die.
Right,
My grandma, top right,
yes.
and Mida in the bottom left, and Meta. They all had to marry. But the one thing about the top 2 photographs, they are 2 sisters who married 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
Oh,
But
Wow.
they married here in Blimmen. Mum went to under sufferance, I should think, because the second marriage,
really?
she put up the shutters and said, no, it was one to have 2 of you. Why not 2?
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
No.
So she made,
Well, did they both still get their inheritance though?
yeah, they did in the end,
Yeah.
Yes.
and said, you can have it as long as you all shall marry.
So they had to.
From here, sold up and moved to Peterborough, where I was born. The family tree sort of grew up there rather than here.
That's right.
Doesn't fit on a lathe too well because of splinters. Not like the other woods that will slice away. This will smooth finish. No. But it's got a oil, we can't get it in this sample, but manufactured.
Straight down, no safety fence.
The colours.
Yes. Churning up the dust. Yes, yes, oh, look at that track up the top of that hill. Oh, I won't do it. Don't get a glare off the window then. Do you think you'd be doing something else? Would you? Oh, look at him go! Good on him! Good on him! Alice working, it's been fun going up there. Where are you going? Not when you feel like... Face on it.
Do some trial later, but that starts south of Adelaide. And it's still here, still going here.
Water there. Sometimes it takes some power. We'll try that next.
Careful if you get home.
Sorry? Yeah, I did. How was it?
Good, there was no camel left.
No, because I touched it. Good girl. I think Ori wanted something like that. Different that I wouldn't normally have.
Yeah, like I would never have something.
Sometimes it's best to sit in COVID, then a week later we got out. So we went to one of those really good concert. I don't think we're going to stay in the city. He don't get sick when he wants it dressed. And yes, anyway, they said, Rory, okay, and is that where we do the four-wheel drive stuff? It's good to see they've got solar panels.
Well, she said that where with the bus, that's where they were going to feed the wallabies.
This is just for dinner. Yeah, you'll have to take all the stuff if you're stargazing. Yeah, I've got all the stuff.
Relax from that and actually stay outside. Every now and then we do see him. I think they saw him about a month and a half ago. He came back to the house, and the best way to find out who's Kato and who's not is when Doug and Vicky are sitting down at the back of their house. Kato will actually come and jump on their lap still. Even though he's a fully grown male now, he's still happy to come back and actually have a chill out with Doug and Vicky in their back porch. Well, it's mainly water. So as long as there's a water source, what they actually do is actually eat the dry sticks and stuff. So they can actually, there's not just the green leaves and that they're eating. They're quite happy to eat the bark and sticks and that off the trees, like the dead trees. So they can get enough nutrition from that as long as they've got water. So we actually do have water supplement points on the property from the drought. That we've got 3 points out of the village. Run around and just having a surplus of food rather than being scarce and eating bark and sticks. They've actually finally got some stuff.
Which age do they live to?
Age, I'm not exactly sure to be honest with you, but I imagine to be around that 10 years old sort of mark. They wouldn't have a massive long life expectancy, I don't think. Yeah, so they're not these water holes. There was massive groups. So every time we had a water supplement point, you'd go there and put a bit of feed down, and you'd have at least 20 of them come down. And, it's absolutely unreal now. Like, we are the stronghold of the yellow-footed rock wallabies here in Arkaroola for the whole of Australia. A lot of our wallabies have been moved down to like the bit lower down in what's it called, near Alligator Gorge, Manbray Creek sort of area. They've actually stocked up there a little bit more too.
Is the one on this side a male as well, or female?
That looks like a female to me. The pouch there. Yeah. Here you go. They may start scrapping a little bit. Yeah.
Have we got a deal for you?
They are very hard to see out in the wild. Yeah, water up the top. Yeah. They're very hard to see unless they're moving around. Like, I struggle to actually find them if they're just sitting there. Yeah. But I'd just sit here, guys, and just relax. If you just all stay within the pergola frames here, they will come. As soon as someone steps out here, they'll...
Or 8 to 12, I think.
You have to connect your Wi-Fi.
He said because he's computer controlled and it was losing power all the time. And he said he rang his boss up at wanted to talk to the mechanic. And
It was Christmas. We'll take it out for them. It's on me.
Did you make a reservation? You know how busy it gets.
there's a couple of nights there that wasn't.